Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is really true, is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass.
Okay. We have to start over? No. We're on? Hello, everyone. Don't worry about that. Welcome to the Geri Petito Show on Hamilton Radio. Okay? We have a new tech, Ryan, who's doing a great job, but he ended my theme song a little too quick, so we got caught off guard there. No worries. So everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. Guys, we have to start looking at addiction differently, okay? You are not powerless, not over anything, especially with God. 31 years ago, I was a dumbass, but today, through the grace of God, I can honestly say now I'm a smart ass. And yes, the word ass is in the Bible, it means donkey, and that's what I was. I'm a nutritional health coach, I'm a recovery coach. All my services to you are free. Okay, having said that, you can also get my book through Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing bookstore. And please go to the Geri Petito Show YouTube channel and subscribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. That's my Elvis.
Oh, there
So
you go.
I want to introduce an incredible guest who's a very close friend of mine. He's like family. He's also a fellow DJ. And today was such a spur-of-the-moment surprise interview. I happen to have a cancellation. He happened to be off from work. We've been dying to see each other again. Double J, say hello to everyone.
Hello to all my fans out there, man, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. I am your host, the Silver Tongue, Double J. Alongside me is the smart ass, the Jersey Jew, Geri Petito.
So, listen, you get around, okay? You get around.
Oh, I get around,
I mean,
all
you're
right.
always at these, like, incredible flea markets, car shows, everything.
Exactly. And go ahead.
So I want to talk about that in a minute, but listen, before we do, tell everyone the name of your radio show. I love this shirt. I had that made for you, baby.
There you go. No, I'm Double J's Golden Jukebox right here on Remember Then Radio each and every Thursday beginning at 7 p.m. It's one full hour of great tracks, man. This week we're kicking off July 4th weekend. You don't want to miss it. Also, encore presentations Mondays at 11 p.m.
So tell us a little bit about the car shows and all the stuff that you do and go to. Oh, wait, before we do that, tell us about these two incredible flyers that you autographed for me.
Well, of course, the first flyer here, I want to give a shout out to Lisa Sanderfeld. She came up with this design, and I got a cool T-shirt that she actually had made up. I'll show you before the end of the broadcast. We'll get a shot at that. I thank you so much, Lisa. She's a Lou Christie fan, and she's always rocking her, Cookie, the whole crew, the whole Lou posse. Here's another fig, 8x10 that I did, courtesy of the East Coast Music Hall of Fame. I was at that event with Charlie Horner and Pam Horner. I'm on their committee, doo-wop committee. I help them out in car shows. I do them all the time. Love you, Dirty Rat, and you, Diecast, Jimmy and Hot Rod Mike, and I do the flea markets, okay? And this, we picked up the Meadowlands Flea Market. Here's a shot of it, okay? And when I got this, PA girl, my Steelers sister, said, you got to get that to the Jersey Jew, the original smart ass. She's an Elvis fan. So, from Shirley.
Shirley girl.
Shirley girl, come on. Tell her, Shirley, this is how we roll in Pittsburgh, man. Here, this is from Shirley
Oh.
to you. Don't cry. Were your shoes too tight or something?
Thank you to my Shirley
Ah,
girl.
you hit me right in the
Okay, and Ruben says hello to Shirley Girl as well, one of the owners and our producer today of Hamilton Radio. Yay, we love you. Shirley Girl, thank you, sweetheart, from the bottom of my heart. And it gave us an excuse to have Double J back here.
Well, it did. And speaking of Elvis, we're going to recap the movie that has hit coast to coast in movie theaters. If you haven't seen it, and you're an Elvis fan or oldies fan, do check it out. I saw it this past Friday with my boys. I understand you saw it. I understand a lot of other people in our industry have seen it. Now, we're going to be giving you our opinions. It deserves an Oscar award. The actors were wonderful in it. They deserve the Academy Awards or the Global Awards or however they do it. There's no question about that. But being that I am the host, do you want me to give my opinions first?
Okay.
Or do you want to go first?
Well, all right, so let me just say, all right, give your opinion, but let me say something to you first.
Go ahead.
All right, so I want to say
This is
something
Sweet Pea.
to the audience. What we're going to do here is basically give you our opinion
Our opinion.
of what we felt about the movie. Okay, good, bad, or indifferent, but we're going to give you our opinion. We're not going to ruin the movie as far as telling you every single scene because that's impossible anyway.
Yeah, why go see it then if you're
Right.
going to do that?
So
Sure.
I'm going to let Double J start. Continue.
All right, I saw it Friday with my buddies, and the movie is 2 hours and 39 minutes, if anybody's wondering about the length of the movie. Like I said, the actors did a wonderful job. The music in it is fabamundo. However, my opinion, once again, my opinion, is I think there could have been more emphasis on Elvis and the big kind-hearted person that he was. You know, everybody's saying to me, oh, you got a kind heart. I know, a lot of people have said it. I don't want to leave anybody out, and people have even told me, you're too nice at times. And Elvis was like that, too. The one time he was in a limousine, and he asked the limousine driver if he owned it. And the limousine driver says, no, I work for the company. He says, well, you own it now. Elvis would give you the shirt off his back. Look at the time that he had horses. I think he bought them, and the men didn't have the saddles. He went out and bought saddles. He's helped out a lot of people, and, I think that should have been more of an emphasis on that, on the way he was. He gave a lot, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there was a person sick with medical bills. He went, no questions asked, 1, 2, 3, went and paid the bill, never said boo. That's the things that are, need to be more addressed in the movie on how he is. I mean, Elvis, he was great, man. If you got on his wrong side, forget about it, man. If you took care of him, he always had your back, but don't cross him because then he don't even want you around him. And that's the way it is, and that's the way I am. That's the way Sweet Pea over here is. Now, I'm going to let you tell the audience your opinion. Now, you saw it over the weekend, did you not? With your popcorn and your soda pop and
I
that?
saw it over the weekend with a crew of people as well. They all wanted
All
to
three
treat
of
me. There were like 8 of us, and they wanted to treat me to this movie, so we all went together. Everyone that's asked me at this point, what did you think of the Elvis movie? My response has been, I cried through the whole thing, and I have to see it again to
What are your
digest
shoes
it.
too tight?
So I didn't want to give an opinion at that point. So then I read a post by my good friend who's going to be calling in, hopefully he'll get a chance, Ken Ryan. And he put it publicly, and he said exactly what I was feeling. So at that point, I reached out to him, we talked, and we each said to each other, I am so glad we had this talk because it made both of us feel better. We're both huge Elvis fans. So, Jim, I agree with everything you said. But what I would like to add from a female perspective, I'm a mom, I'm a grandmother, right?
Here we go.
So I cried through the whole thing, and what I wanted to see No, but what I wanted to see was the love between him and his mom. They didn't show that.
Yeah, he was very close to them, by the
So wait. So I wanted to see the love between him and his mother.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to see the love between him and his daughter as far as their trips when she would come for the weekends and they would be on the golf courts.
Yes.
They didn't show any of that. I wanted to see his nurse, Marion, who's now a very good friend of mine. I spoke to her on my way to the movie and on my way home.
Pleasure to meet you, Marion.
Right, and I got you to say hello to her today.
Yes, good
That's
wishes to you, my friend. It was
Okay.
nice to talk to you.
And they didn't mention her either, Jim.
And you said she
was
there.
with him the last 2 years of his life.
Yeah, every day, correct?
Okay, every day. So, all I want to say is, and then when Elvis died, she was in the room, okay, in the emergency room, and she hugged him, kissed him, and said goodbye to him. They called her first to come in there, and she knew he was gone.
Yeah.
They didn't show any of that, and they didn't show the love between, I said again, him and his mom, him and his daughter. Him and his mom loved each other. They only showed the fighting because she was so sad that this was going on and she didn't want her son part of this craziness with the colonel.
Yeah.
I would have been 100% okay with this movie, Jimmy, if they titled it differently. If they titled it maybe, the colonel's downfall or, the colonel's impact, then I would have went there expecting this movie to be more about the colonel and what he did to Elvis.
Of course.
And one more thing, and a lot of Elvis fans are probably not going to be okay with what I'm going to say.
But it is your opinion,
It's
and
my
you
opinion.
have that right.
I'm a recovery fan. I'm a recovery coach. And I'm the first one to say that we all should take responsibility. And Elvis had a choice in what he was doing. Okay? The times were very different back then, plus he was a legend. He wasn't just famous. He was a legend. So I understand all the dynamics around it and all that stuff.
Yeah, yes, of course.
But they did not show us any happy scenes. And then even the movie scenes, they went real quick, showed a title of a movie, boom, 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 right?
Yes.
There was nothing there.
No.
And then the next thing you know, Elvis is dead.
Yeah. It's
So
like,
now what do you think about what I just said?
No, I agree with that. Yeah, I would have to concur with that. Again, Elvis, for any fans out there that are listening, I think you will concur with this. He was very, very kind. He liked his banana. What was it, peanut butter?
Peanut butter and banana.
You didn't see that.
didn't
or
see any
anything?
of that.
No,
That's right.
They could have had him maybe making one of them or something. More happy times, especially now with everything going on in the world. You dig what I'm saying? You want
Right.
to see happiness, not arguing. Yeah, I'm sure him and his mom probably had arguments from time to time. Who doesn't? It's just the way life rolls. But my point is, he was very close to her. And to me, again, my opinion should have been more focusing on his generosity, how he came from Tupelo and all of that, how he had to work his way up and so forth and so on. I didn't see anything about the Ed Sullivan in there either.
Listen, I did cry the whole time. And I was hurt by the movie, I got to say. The acting, again, incredible. Yes, they deserve Academy Awards.
Oh, there's no question
So
about it.
this
There's
is
nothing
not
wrong with
taking
that.
away from any of that.
No.
What this is saying is our focus. We went there as Elvis fans thinking we're going to see everything, even including the happy times. And unfortunately, there weren't any in the movie.
Yeah.
And that broke my heart. I'm sorry,
Well, you're a big Elvis fan. Like I said, as soon as I had that pennant, I had posted it up. And
My Shirley girl.
Shirley, girl, my Steelers sister, says you got to get that to Geri Petito. She definitely wants it because I was thinking about keeping it, but then she contacted me and said you had wanted it. I said, you know what? Let me do the right thing, and
No,
if you want it, you got it.
thank you.
We do have a lot of Elvis stuff at one of the stands. We have cups.
You've given me so much beautiful Elvis stuff. Thank you. It's in my Elvis room.
I'm sure it is, but anything, like I said, with Elvis, he gave a lot. And maybe that was the problem. He gave too much.
Well, okay, so he gave too much, but here's the thing.
Again, in my opinion.
No. Listen, I'm not saying, but he's in heaven.
Yes.
And you know what? God's not looking at it as he gave too much. But here's the thing about what you just said. They should have shown a little bit more in the movie about him giving. They didn't even they didn't show much about anything.
And he did with the horses,
Right.
the saddles.
The cars he gave to people. I mean, think about it.
Yes.
Oh, you know what else I just thought of?
What's that?
And I'm Italian, so like the whole Elvis mob thing.
Ah, here
they didn't
we-
they didn't really even show too much of that. They really didn't.
No, they didn't. Wasn't he friends with Nixon and all of that?
They didn't
Reagan
show
and
too
that?
much about any of it.
No.
Yeah, so that's our take and our opinion, guys.
Yeah.
But you have to see it because, listen, everyone should see it because everyone who's an Elvis fan needs to see it and will see it.
And then they can give their opinion.
you'll come up with your own ideas and opinions about it, and you can even share it with us.
You can.
You could text or message both of us on Facebook. We'd love to hear your opinions.
Of course, your feedback is always very vital to us, and it is always welcome. Again, these are only opinions. To me, should have been more focusing on his generosity and stuff like that, and that's not in there. The thing with the Ed Sullivan was not in there. Again, any Elvis fan, you definitely need to see this movie. See the movie, judge it for yourself. Don't go by hearsay, because that happened one time with one other movie starring Richard Gere. It was Autumn in New York, and it's a great movie. And basically, somebody said they should have continued on, but they couldn't. Anybody that's a Richard Gere fan out there and knows his movies knows what I'm talking about. It was Autumn in New York. He came, he met the lady. She was sick with a heart trouble. Towards the spring, it was around the holidays time in the movie, she'd passed away. We fast forward to the spring. Here he is with his daughter in the picture, and holding up a new baby, and that's where they close out the movie. How do you continue on? You couldn't continue on. Everybody's got their own opinions about movies.
Oh, you're right.
Go see the movie, and then you can judge for yourself. If you haven't seen it, you really shouldn't be judging it, because you got to see it to know what we're talking about,
Right.
and to understand it better. You understand what I'm saying, Sweet Pea?
The other thing.
Yes.
All right. So the other thing is this. When they went, and I mentioned it, but we're going to talk a little bit about this part of the movie. When all of a sudden they're showing Vegas, they're showing little just splurts of things, right?
Real quick.
Real quick. And then
You blink your eyes, you're gonna miss it.
you're right.
Of course
And then
I'm right.
Elvis is dead. Are you kidding me? That was what he deserved?
No.
I don't understand how they were okay with that part.
I don't either. And again, my opinion, better preparation maybe going into it, because again, he was a very generosity man. That's what we're here to talk about. He like she said, he gave so much. He gave the cars, he gave the houses. I mentioned earlier in the program about the horses, and then the guys needed saddles for them. He went and got that and everything else, took care of his mother. And to me, it never hit his head, Elvis.
Never. Oh, the best, you know what I thought was beautiful that they showed? Benny
what's-
King, him hanging out as a kid,
Yes.
okay? With Benny King, everyone in the black churches, right? He was loving it, okay? And I am so happy that they put all that in there at least, you know?
Yeah.
But again, even Jackie Wilson, okay? He was very good friends with Jackie Wilson, and
Yes,
he
he was.
actually even helped pay for some of his hospital bills, and Jackie's son Bobby will attest to that.
Yeah,
They
Bobby's a good friend of ours. A shout
yes.
out to him. What's up,
We
Bobby?
love you,
B?
Bobby Wilson. But you know what? They didn't put that in there. Why wouldn't they have touched on Jackie Wilson? I mean, stop.
I
So,
don't know.
all right.
Maybe they didn't get the permission, or I don't
don't
know. I'm not
know.
going to just speculate. But to me, in my opinion, you speak for yourself. More emphasis on some of these things. But again, as I said, go see the movie. You know what I'm talking about. And you're listening to the Geri Petito Show. I am the Silver Tongue Double J. This is the smart ass Geri Petito, the Jersey June. We're rocking it on Tuesday afternoon, which is, thank you so much for joining us out there. We thank everybody. Thank all my fans.
You're
Because
amazing.
without you guys, we don't exist.
Listen, I love you, Double J. Listen, you crack me up, okay?
Of course, I'm doing my job. I told you before, man. If you don't like me, there must be something wrong with you.
Okay, so he cracks me up, okay? So,
Cracks up a few mirrors.
listen, you know what's so funny, though?
What's that?
That I think there's a reason for everything. I don't have any openings until the end of October, beginning of November with Hamilton Radio. I got a cancellation, and you happen to be off this week.
Well, I happen to be off. Yeah, let me check my
Isn't that
schedule.
crazy?
I'm very...
You're off from work, and here you
Well,
are.
I'm off from work, yeah. My
This is so
schedule is
cool.
full, too.
So let's talk about Elvis's music.
Go ahead.
So what's your favorite Elvis song? Do you even have one?
Yeah, I mean, to pick out a favorite,
It's hard, right?
it's very hard. But I tell you, on my radio broadcast, I do play Elvis, and I like to play different things. Like a couple weeks ago, we played Kentucky Rain in the Ghetto. Some of these songs you don't hear too often, you know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, there's Hound Dog, there's Jailhouse Rock, there's Love Me Tender, Suspicious Minds. You could go on with the list of who's. But again, I try to bring the audience something different. Kentucky Rain was great, man. One of my peeps out there from Car Show 3, Marky Mark, I got you, bro. He loved it. He says, you threw me a curve playing that one. And that's what we like to do on Double J's Golden Jukebox.
Oh, I have to interrupt you, and I don't like to do this, but
Of course not.
Marion,
You know better.
Marion Cock, Elvis's nurse, told us together today what's her favorite song. Do you remember? Remember Me.
Remember Me, yes. And I got that coming up
He's going to be playing it for Marion. Marion, we love you.
in a couple of weeks,
Yes.
Marion. It was very nice to meet you. Remember Me. Remember Me. Remember Then Radio, Double J's Golden Jukebox.
Yes. There you go. Remember Me. That was pretty cool, right?
Yeah, well,
All right, very cool.
hey, what can I say? I'm a dumbass.
That's
You're the
cool.
smart ass.
That's cool.
Let's keep it going here, man. You're listening to Hamilton Radio.
So, all right. So I don't have a favorite Elvis song. It's impossible.
Wait
for
a
me.
minute.
I
Don't
have
tell me that.
no. I'll tell you what I have categories. You already know where I'm going with this.
Oh, God.
So I have categories. So the song that resonates most with me. Do you know?
I'll let you tell the audience, you hard-headed woman.
Okay, so I'm on my way with Ruben in the car.
Oh,
Ruben
no.
is one of the owners of Hamilton Radio. He's producing the show today with
you
Ryan, our intern.
Trying.
And what comes on the radio, Sirius Radio, Elvis station? Hard-headed woman. Yes, I took a photo of it. On my way to see the movie. That was pretty cool.
I saw that on the social
yeah.
media.
I put it up.
yes.
I couldn't believe it.
Yes.
So my Elvis songs are in categories. And, you know, my
It's
favorite...
only an hour show, you know
My
that.
favorite gospel, though, is, okay, I mean, come on, How Great Thou Art.
Yeah.
It's my favorite gospel.
That is
You
good.
know?
I like Crying in the Chapel.
All of them. I mean, there's not one, right? They're all
Yeah.
amazing. But we all have, like, that one that means something, you know what
My
I'm saying?
Way, yeah. Elvis does The Wonder of You.
Yeah.
And that song, my mom always said that about me, to be honest with you guys. And I thank her, and God rest your soul, Big Bang.
So, a couple more things about Elvis's music, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, when I listen to Elvis music, every single song, I've been a fan since I was probably 3 years old when I could even understand. Okay, hold on one second.
Sure,
We
sure.
have a call.
All right, we're
Hold
going
on.
outside of the
Wait,
recorder.
Ken, I gave you the new number to call the studio. Call that number.
I called. I got busy. So
Oh, Ruben, did you hear Ken calling?
I just got
All right,
busy.
never mind. It didn't work. All right, so listen, we're going to hold this up to the mic here. Talk.
Okay.
Can
How's
you,
everybody doing today? Hi, Jerry. Hi, JJ. How you doing, bud?
What's up,
Ruben,
brother?
turn my mic up a spec. Turn my mic up a spec. Wait, Ruben. Wait, Ken. Sorry. I have a caller here. It's Ken Ryan.
There's a caller here. Can you dig it?
Can you dig it?
Yeah, I can dig it.
Turn, yeah.
You
Okay.
ready? You ready?
Is it up, Ruben? All right, now talk. Talk a little louder, though, Ken.
Oh, okay, I will. Hang on a second. Let me do this a little better here.
All right. Ken Ryan's going to talk to you about his
How's that better?
opinion. Yep, about his opinion about the Elvis
There are
movie.
a lot of people. Yeah, well, the problems I had with the movie were a lot of what you were saying earlier on, with, that there was no happiness, there was none of that kind of stuff in the movie. It almost focused on all the turmoil in his life. But the other thing that you guys hadn't mentioned yet that I didn't like, especially in the era of all the video footage we have, was so many historical inaccuracies. There was so many things that were just blatantly wrong depicted in the movie. Do you agree?
I agree.
Certain scenes in Vegas, certain things throughout his career. I don't want to give away the scenes. Like you said, I don't want to give away the movie.
Right.
But there was just a couple of glaring ones, and I couldn't believe they actually filmed what they filmed because it wasn't even close to what really happened. So, all movies take creative license. They, nothing's exactly as it was in real life to make the movie better. They all do that. But this, I don't think should have been done as blatantly as it was.
I agree. It shouldn't have been done at all because it was about Elvis and his fans want the truth.
Well, as I said in my Facebook post, I think there's no way on earth to give justice to Elvis in a 2.5-hour movie. You just can't do it.
Right.
And I think, with all these big limited series that you see on Netflix and, Prime Video and HBO, there should be a 5 or 6 season series about Elvis. One season's the 50s, the next season could be the 60s, the Army years, and then you go into the comeback special in the 70s. It could be split up that way to really tell the full story.
I agree, 1,000%.
You have these series like, Lucifer and, the Designated Survivor to have 5, 6 seasons on these streaming stations. That's what I think would do the man justice, really.
And I think that would be an amazing thing to do because we would all love that.
Yeah. And then we'll really be able to document it honestly and in detail. And like Jimmy said, the generosity. You could do probably an hour and a half just on that.
Yep. Wow. So do you have a favorite Elvis song?
Myself, personally?
Yes.
That's impossible.
It's impossible, yes. I agree.
That's I just can't. You can't name a favorite. I'd have to say you have to go by top 5 by each era.
Categories.
What about an Elvis movie for either one of you?
King Creole, by far.
You, Jerry? Your
Viva-
favorite Elvis movie?
Viva-
I'm gonna put you in the spot.
Okay, so 2 of them. Change of Habit and Viva Las Vegas.
There you go. Blue Hawaii was good.
Yeah,
with
Blue Hawaii.
With Angela Lansbury.
Yeah.
I think she played his mother in that.
And Blue Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yep, all 3.
I was a big fan of King Creole, but also the 2 documentaries, Elvis, That's the Way It Is, and Elvis
yes.
on Tour. I love those.
Oh, yes, absolutely. So, all right, well, is there anything?
I don't want to take up your time.
But
I
wait,
appreciate you having
is
me
there
call.
anything?
Okay.
I want you to tell everyone who you are and if there's anything up and coming. Come on.
Oh, okay. I'm Ken Ryan. I'm a local entertainer. I work with a couple guys over at Town and Country Inn, and we do our own stuff. We got Sally G and his father and John Cole. And we have a couple things coming up at Town and Country. July 10th, we have an open mic from 2 to 6. And July 24th from 2 to 6, we have a big show with John Scupoletti and the Reactions for Mike G, Sally's father, his birthday.
Beautiful.
So that's going to be fun. And we have a bunch of stuff coming up after that.
Okay.
My girlfriend Linda and I do a show, and we're working on some stuff with that too. So it's going to be fun.
And give Mama a hug from me, okay?
Will do, Jerry.
Thank you,
Appreciate having me
Ken.
call in. Thanks, guys.
All right,
Thank
love
you.
you.
Take care, my friend.
Yo,
Bye.
Peace out.
Thank you.
Stay well. Okay, bye.
So there you heard it, everybody, from Ken Ryan, another huge Elvis fan.
Yes, yes.
So, okay, I think we covered everything we had to talk about with Elvis.
Yeah, but definitely get out there, see it this weekend. If the weather gives you an opportunity to go check out the movie. Again, these are the opinions only of myself, the host, Double J, the Silver Tongue, Sweet Pea, Smart Ass, Geri Petito, the Jersey Jewel, and our special caller, Ken Ryan.
There you go. So, what else do you want to talk about? We still have a little bit of time.
Well, like I said, this shirt here, I give a shout out. There you go. This is from Lisa Sanderfeld.
Nice.
She had that made. That's the front. That's the back.
Very nice.
Of course. Of course. So you don't fool around
I
here.
love it.
I do the car shows. I give out all the shout outs. Aviation Plaza is closed this coming Monday, July 4th. There is no Linden Car Show. Do not show up. We will not be there. We will be back on Monday, July 11th from 9 to 9, listen to me being a dumb, 5 to 9, and it is Cadillac night. You don't want to miss that. Come join myself, Hot Rod Mike, Diecast Jimmy, and the whole crew. It's going to be a rocking good time. Once again, there is no Aviation Plaza, no Galloping Hill Cruisers this coming Monday, July 4th.
So, you did a commercial for me. Why don't you turn that hat around, baby?
I turned the hat around.
You did a commercial for me.
Of course I
loved it. Why don't you get up and do a little bit of it? Right there.
You gotta pay me for this.
Okay, I did it. I bought you fries, right?
Huh? Some cheap. You won't offend me with cash. You humanoids are in for a treat.
Right there. He can go right in front, right, and do something. Here you go. Do a little something, something. Okay. The best you can. Just 10 seconds, 20 seconds. That's it.
Is this thing on? We're on. All right. Here. Hey, guys. This is Double J once again. Guys, we got to start looking at addiction differently, man. Stop being a dumbass. If my friend and co-host, Geri Petito, can do it, so can you. Give it to God, and we promise change will come. From addict to author, Hall of Fame radio host Geri Petito covers it all, man. So, buy her book and catch the Geri Petito show here on Hamilton Radio. For your smart-ass reporter and the silver tongue, Double J.
There he is. He had to do it. He had to do it. I love you, man.
Of course you love me.
Come on. That was a great little
Huh?
that was a great little commercial you
I don't
recorded
play
for me.
around
That
here,
was very
man.
cool.
I can't say what I want to say, but don't forget, get a shot of these shirts, man. Hot off the presses. Small, medium, large, extra large, double X.
Nice.
And I thank you, Lisa Sanderfeld, for coming up with the design and all of that good stuff. So
So
we covered the Elvis movie. We covered your
right.
little paperback book. Don't be a moocher. Buy the book. Don't borrow it off of somebody. Get your copy there. Believe you have an updated version on Amazon?
This is it. It's on. You can go right to the publishers, Simon & Schuster's Archway Publishing Bookstore, Amazon, BarnesandNobles.com. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Yep.
Get yours today.
There you go. Thank you, Jim.
Of course.
So let's do 10 more minutes. Let's do like 10 more minutes. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What else can we talk about?
I mean, so much has happened with you as well. I mean, you're all over the place now.
Yeah, and I don't. And a lot of people say you get around better than people with 2 cars. You have to get around. You know what I mean? I'd be staying home a lot. Look, I get down here. If you want to get there, you're gonna get there. Livingston, we got a big show for all the car shows that are out there. Here it is, NewJerseyCruiseNews.com. It's all the latest information. You can go to the website. These are the monthly magazines that we have. Hot Rod Mike, check with him. He's got all your car show information on Thursday nights. He's on social media. You can look him up to find out how you can be a part of his show. I know it's from 9 to 10 p.m.
So, all right. So, I guess we could start with the closing of the show.
We're closing already? We just got here. What are you talking about?
What do you want to talk about?
Well, PA girl, again, all my Steeler fans out there, I'm going to be out in Pittsburgh home open. It's going to be a happening, man. There's a lot of things going on with me. I got a lot of car shows. I love DJing and helping out at the car shows.
Oh, that's cool. I've seen your you tagged me and all your stuff. Thank you. That's very cool.
Well, they're showing me, like the board and the play this and, Hot Rod Mike, he's been very instrumental in helping me, and I want to say thank you, Mike. And Diecast Jimmy and Mike Bisco, Dirty Rat Apparel. He's great, he always checking in on me. Text me when you get in. People like that you don't replace. They're good-hearted people. Diecast Jimmy is New Jersey's largest diecast collection around. Don't be fooled by cheap imitations and car and biker wear. We got you covered, man. The Dirty Rats got you covered out there. Biker wear, car wear, sunglasses, head wraps, jewelry, you name it, he's got it, man. Raritan Bay Cruises is tonight from 6 to 9 p.m. in Woodbridge at the Pizza Hut. I may be in attendance, time permitting, but don't let that stop you. Go out there and check it today. If you need something off a Dirty Rat, he'll hook you up, man, because after today, the Rat's on vacation, a well-deserved vacation, I might add. Once again, I am the Silver-Tongued Double J. You're listening to the Geri Petito Show here on Hamilton Radio. I'm your host. Co-host here is Sweet Pea, or Dumbass, or whatever you want to call her, a Jersey Jewel, man.
So, I want to thank you, Jimmy, for taking over my hosting position today.
Somebody's got to do it out there. Pepe, what's up, man? Happy birthday to Becky, sweet Becky. Her birthday was a day or two ago, so happy birthday wishes to you. All right? I'm like the son they never had, Rob.
So funny.
Yeah, it's the truth, man.
So, all right.
These are autographed pictures for you. Here's one here.
And this one. I love it.
And this one. You like them?
I love it. I
the
love it.
place could use some decorations
Okay,
around
no,
here.
these are coming to my house. I love these.
All right, well.
So, all right. So I want to say thank you. We're gonna close. I want to say thank you to you first and foremost.
To me?
For coming and hanging out with me today.
Well, listen, man, the pleasure was all mine. Just when Geri Petito thinks she's got the answers, the Double J, man, changes the questions. If you got the angles, I got the curves.
So, I love you. Thank you. And why don't you say thank you to everyone listening?
All right. Thank you to everybody who's listening out there. I'm sure a lot of you fans are out there. Like I said, we wouldn't be anywhere if it wasn't for you fans who tune in around the clock. I can't mention everybody because we'll never get off the air. Ruben's got to get down to Burger King before they close. So with all of that in mind, don't forget Double J's Golden Jukebox. The Great American Rock and Roll Show is this Thursday, 7 p.m. You don't want to miss it. I'm also on Mondays at 11 p.m. So with that in mind, the pleasure was all mine, folks. Remember, it's not goodbye. It's just good night.
Thank you. Ruben, take us out.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do.
Just what to do, just what to do.
If what you're feeling is really true.
Is really true, is it really true?
Just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass.